Hey everybody, Mel Bell here. If you are new here, my name is Mel Bell. I do readings for the collective, and I do that on a monthly basis. And I also do angel readings on a weekly basis. Please, if you like what you see, like, share, subscribe. And for those of you who are returning, as always, I very much appreciate your support. I've been under the weather, so I won't be able to do my regular monthly reading because I have coughing fits. So that always happens after I get sick. I have these coughing spells, and I won't be able to get through all those readings without having that happen. So I'm doing one reading for the month of December for the collective, and we'll just dive right in. I'm really excited about the spread and what I see here for us. So in the Self position is the World. So totality and wholeness, things falling into place, finding your alignment with your reality. This says to me that there is this possibility of things just clicking, things starting to click into place. Well, being able to feel a little more confident about how you're going to walk into the new year. And then, like, in the situation is the Sun. So one of the best cards you can get in the tarot. And this is talking to me, what I see is a lot of family togetherness with friends and family, happiness, joy, taking time out to be happy for the sake of happiness. And I think that's something we should always do, but I kind of feel like we're getting a boost from the universe. Do you notice how there's light shooting out of the Sun? Yeah, that makes me think of solar flares in the moment, but initially I was thinking about how the universe, or, you know, if we're looking at the Sun as God, this energy coming through for us to lighten our load, our energetic load, maybe a bit of a clearing happening this month. And if things are heavy for you right now, see where you can clear things out. Sorry, don't mean to have a whole show going on there. See where you can clear things out. Is it something that you can fix? Is it something that you can change? If not, can you set it aside? Can you set it aside? Is it the past that's coming up? It's over. You can't do anything about the past. You can only be your best today, in the now, The future, like, you can say I'm going to be better tomorrow and the next day or whatever, but that's the future, and you can't really say what you're actually going to do when that day comes. You only have your powers in the now. And when we are in the past, then we're disempowered. And, you know, sometimes it's because we long for easier times. So maybe in the past there was a time where things were a lot easier, things flowed better, less responsibilities, or your responsibilities were in order. Like, maybe you're experiencing a little bit of chaos in some way. And I think that it's important to find space for joy for that very reason, because you want to make sure that you have you're filling your energetic battery. The energy coming in is the Empress, and interesting because they were sitting right next to each other, is the World and the Empress. And I think that's really cool just for the imagery there, because of her she's giving birth to the world, basically. I really like the imagery in that card, and feeling like this nurturing, this being in touch with the earth, being in touch with your feminine side, your feminine energy, receiving. So being in receiving mode. And this is probably not about people. It's about the universe. It's about the God and Goddess, the divine, Jesus, however you see a higher power. This is about receiving the blessings that want to rain down upon you and energize you and remove things. There's this energy that wants to lighten our load, and we have to allow it in order for it to happen, in order for it to be able to take place. And I'm just going to write that down. So I think I want to put that in the title, lighten our load. Okay, or your load. We'll see which one's better. Okay, so then in the challenge, so interesting to me, with the 5 of Wands. So this is where there's a conflict, okay? There's a conflict happening where there's the positive force, and then there's a negative force. And the positive force, Jasper's gonna meow at me. The positive force is what we need to focus on and what we need to feed. And we need to avoid getting into conflicts. Now this is socially speaking, this is politically speaking, getting into arguments and fights, but it's also about family disagreements, drama, things like that. But it is it's an opposing energy. So there's two energies in the world right now, as always, love and fear. And right now, I would say that we are looking at it from the perspective of it will be coming through our social connections, that there will be some conflict, negativity, wanting to pull us off track when we are high vibing, right? And this other energy wants to come in and knock us off our game and make us focus on negativity. December's not for that. This month is for us to recharge, to love ourselves, to love others, to focus on where can I pour my love into people, projects, creativity. Where can I put love out into the world? What am I contributing to the planet right now? Am I contributing love or am I contributing fear? Am I biting into this negativity that's trying to challenge me, challenge my good disposition? And then in the future, near future, is Ace of Cups. This is a time for loving energy. This is a time for joy, and it is a time for new beginnings. So if you do have some issues in relationships or lack of relationships, I would definitely I would definitely spend a little time sitting with your higher power and talking about what's lacking. What do you want to see that change or be better? Not necessarily asking other people to change or treat you differently, but instead keeping in mind that everybody has a higher self and everybody is connected in that way, and everybody's higher self wants the best for everyone concerned. So when you are in communion with a higher power and talking about a relationship you have with someone else, and wanting it to improve, their higher self is involved in that communication that you're having. Okay, because we're not separated on that level of consciousness. Okay, and then the wild card, creativity, joy, action, celebration, having a good ass time, y'all. Let's just have a good time this month and like set some things aside. Set some things aside. If you can't fix it, if you can't make it better, if your action will just cause more problems, just don't. Just stop. Stop. And let yourself, give yourself permission to have time for just being, enjoying, receiving. Okay. Now, made a mistake here. I didn't pull out any deck to complement that message, and I don't know what deck I want to pull from. But I will be quick. Yes. No, this one. Okay. I got it, you guys. Alright, Sacred Traveler deck by Denise Lynn. Let's see what this deck has to say. If you haven't already, please do like this video. Comment if you are so inclined, if you want to share anything about this message that may have resonated with you. Excuse me. Keep in mind that this is a collective message, so you may need to take what works, what fits, what resonates, what vibes with you, and leave the rest behind for somebody else, and that is okay. All right. And consider subscribing, getting a YouTube account and subscribing, and then you can watch whenever these videos come about, and you can be reminded if you click the bell. All right, here we go. Oh, I love this, which is funny. Oh my. What's funny about this is that I pulled a card from a different deck just now, like an hour ago, for my altar for myself, about miracles. Saying that miracles are coming. Okay, expect the wondrous to emerge. I want to really stress that this landed in the situation on the sun, okay? So what I want to stress is that we don't always understand how miracles are going to present themselves in our lives. And it's hard to rationalize a miracle. It's hard to see how a miracle will manifest. That's part of the point, is the mystery of it all, and just knowing that it's coming. And it's important to open yourself to the possibility of the seemingly impossible or the highly unlikely. Just being open to it does not mean there's nothing you don't have to pay for it. There is a little bit of a challenge around feeling like you'll be greatly disappointed, right? And some of us will shy away from dreaming big because we're afraid of the letdown. Okay. But the higher that you reach, that saying that if you shoot for the moon and you fail, you'll still land amongst the stars. So the higher you shoot, you're still gonna be high. Like whatever manifests for you is still gonna be greater and bigger than you had expected. So give yourself time to say, I am open to all the good that's available to me. I welcome the abundance that is flowing through the universe. I step into the stream of abundance, keeping in mind abundance is good health, good finances, healthy relationships, resolutions in relationships, healthy family, safe home. So abundance is all encompassing all the good things and all the aspects of your life. So that is casting this great wide net. Get ready for new horizons. Get ready for change. Get ready for things being different. So I feel like there's a shift happening, and that this is going to shift us. And it's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to be afraid of. Old things falling away, fear-based things that we have been grasping or holding on to so hard, when it's trying to fall away. And we're afraid, we don't really like this thing, but we know this thing. And we know what to expect from it. And although over here there's something really great and shiny and bright and happy, you're still like, I don't know, because you don't know that thing. You're not comfortable in it. And that's definitely a thing for people who have had rough childhoods, because the dysfunction is comfortable. And it often happens that when people who have grown up in very dysfunctional households, that when they meet somebody who is well balanced, let's say in a relationship, they really don't trust that, and they don't trust that person because it's so unfamiliar, it's foreign to them, and so they don't believe that it's real. So if that message is for you, take it. If that message is not for you, leave it for someone else. Success expands in your life. So really great reading here. We are getting all the good messages. I really do feel like this is set up for 2025, that there is this vibe that wants to tell you that everything's gonna suck horribly, and that is not the case. What's gonna happen is there's gonna be things happening in the world that are really going to want to shake us, and yet we will be experiencing success in our personal lives, and that'll be hard to balance. It'll be hard to balance that energy. So it'll be really important for us to stay clear, seek clarity, seek peace. Know that sometimes negative things happen because it is necessary for change. And it would be really great if we weren't in a reality where that's how things had to happen, but that is just the reality that we're in. That is how the current status quo is vibing. That is what it is. So we need to seek our individual joy, so that we do not contribute to the drama, that we do not contribute to the stress, and that we counteract it with love. We counteract it with compassion, concern, and care for other people, as well as ourselves. That is all that we can do, is generate some energy to balance shit out, because it'll be really needed. But in your personal life, there is a great possibility for change, for success, for miracles, for things working out in ways that you had not expected. And interestingly enough, this card fell right on the near future card, right? This card fell right on it. Beginning a new cycle, first light. So I think that this is so perfectly aligned that I don't even want to pull any other cards. I want to leave it at that, because the message is really beautiful for us right now. And I think all things are possible. And I would encourage you to please, if you take nothing else from this message, that you cozy up to your higher power, to the divine beings that you work with, to the angels, however you move in your life. It's all relevant, it's all connected, and it's valid, and embrace it in whatever way works for you. But make sure that you make time for that, to stay plugged in and firmly connected to a higher power, a higher energy, source energy, your higher self, because miracles are possible, and being aligned with the universe is going to help you to experience things that maybe you haven't experienced yet. Okay, so I think that's everything, you guys. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope that December is great for you. Thank you for watching up until this point. Thank you for taking the time for yourself to receive this message that is not from me. I am just the vessel in which is being used to send this message to you. So it is important to take time to receive the message. And I appreciate that you did do that. And I will do another video late in the month about what we're looking at for 2025, what themes, what we can put in our toolbox. So stay tuned for that later in the month, and I will be back soon. I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Sending my love. Bye.